I anticipated stupid, which is why I didn't want to do this damn show in the first place. Which is why I purposely avoided Star Trek Discovery, because I knew it was going to be full of shit. But I had said I was going to do this. I was going to do Picard, so maybe I'll do just this one, because they're, oh my god, the level of goddamn absolute bullshit, stupid. Like, this is, even if you're not a Star Trek fan, how, oh my god. I don't even, I have notes, they're not even in order, because this show doesn't even goddamn deserve any. Okay, if you like Picard, leave, don't watch this video, because oh my god, I am gonna tear this goddamn stupid piece of shit TV show as, oh goddamn piece of shit. And I'm not even basing it on Star Trek lore, okay, because I know very little about Star Trek, okay. I was more of a fan of the original Star Trek with Captain Kirk, well, Admiral Kirk. I was more of a fan of Deep Space Nine. I didn't really watch a lot of it, so I know a little bit about Star Trek. I don't know enough to be able to go, oh, this is not how it works in the Star Trek timeline, blah, blah. So even if I'm sure that they screwed up Star Trek lore beyond any self-repair. Even if we take that out, this show is so goddamn stupid. Okay, like, first of all, we're establishing that Picard and Data were friends. No, they weren't. Like, unless something happened in the last couple of seasons or whatever, they were never friends. I mean, at best I can remember, oh god, I forget Whoopi Goldberg's character's name in the show, but he kind of had a relationship with, the best that I can remember for a best friend, like a friend, was Geordi. I mean, they kind of hung out a lot. I mean, I could understand Geordi saying that, you know, Data was a friend, but Picard, it was, oh, and that stupid ass Picard Day sign. Where did that come from? How did that ship, the ship, like, first of all, he wouldn't have kept it. He wouldn't have kept Picard, Happy Picard Day, whatever it was. I remember seeing the sign. How did it survive? Because if I remember correctly, the Enterprise that would have even have had that sign in storage blew, like, crashed into a planet. This is the level of brain dead stupid I'm dealing with in this show, okay? So, oh, and that, okay, the Romulan, the planet, because they have the interview, right? Okay, hold on, wait a minute. The Romulans have their own star empire, okay? Why would the Romulans, okay, the sun was gonna go supernova. It doesn't take a week for the sun to go supernova, you goddamn stupid ass bullheaded show. It takes millions of years for the sun to go like, when it eventually happens, yes, it's instantaneous. But you get, it flux. Read Wikipedia. Whoever directed it or wrote this goddamn piece of shit TV show, at the very least, read Wikipedia and type in supernovas. How do they work? It's like, what? So, first of all, there's no way that, and not only that, the Romulans, they needed Starfleet. They needed help from Starfleet. Why? What? Don't Romulans have, oh, I don't know, what are they called? Spaceships! Don't Romulans have spaceships that they could use to, like, why would they need Starfleet to rescue them? Do their ships not, do the Romulans not have ships on their goddamn home base? How did they get to other... Then, hold on, wait a minute, the androids. Wait a minute, hold on. Ah, crap. I don't care if this is all out of order. I don't give a rat's ass. This show can go bite me. The synthetics hacked the planetary... Okay. So, the interview explains how... Okay, first of all, why is Picard doing this interview? No reason. It's the only way this goddamn stupid-ass show could figure out how to introduce the backstory. They didn't even bother explaining why Picard was doing this interview. Oh, and by the way, the reporter promised that they wouldn't mention how he left Starfleet. Yeah, you're gonna believe the reporter. Yeah. Oh yeah, she promised it. She's not gonna bring it up on live TV where you're gonna be. Oh, and speaking of the interview, Picard. This is why I hate Picard, and this is the only thing about this show that I like. Once Picard actually encounters actual confrontation, he breaks down like the bitch that he actually is. Okay? As soon as the reporter actually plays hardball against him, actually pushes against him, actually confronts him and challenges him, he crumbles like the bitch that Jean-Luc Picard is. I don't give a rat's ass if you're Picard fans. If you're a fan of Jean-Luc Picard, he's a bitch, and I hated him. Full disclosure, I hate Jean-Luc Picard. I hate TNG. I hate the crew. I hate the goddamn... Oh, god damn it. Okay, so anyway, where was I? Something about the Romulans. No, it was the synthetics. I'm sorry I'm all over the place. It's just that there's just so much stupid trying to get out all at once that I can't talk about one thing without me thinking about, 15 different other Anyway, so we're told that rogue synthetics hacked the planetary defense shields and hacked Mars' own defense shield, wiping out the Armada and the shipyard. Okay, why? Why did these rogue synthetics, do this? No reason. Guaranteed it's not going to be explained in any later episodes. How did they become rogue synthetics? Is this kind of like either Blade Runner with the replicants, or is it like, what's that show? What's that game? Detroit Become Human. Is this going along the lines of Detroit Become Human? I never played the game, so is that what they're doing? Like, oh yeah, rogue androids, that's a thing, right? Let's just put that in this show. Any explanation, any understanding, any backstory, any hell no! These guys have no gut. They just created a random, just rogue synthetics, just because that's they had like a little dartboard. Who are the enemies? And somebody went, who the hell wrote rogue synthetics? What the hell? I'll bet you any money. You ask any of these writers, what exactly is a rogue synthetic? None of them would be able to answer because they have no goddamn clue what they're doing. I'm gonna bypass the flammable vapors in the stratosphere of Mars, and that Mars remains on fire to this day. Star Trek. The science. One of the differences between Star Trek and Star Wars was Star Trek was always the science-oriented one, whereas Star Wars was more the space fantasy-oriented one. Apparently, that's no longer the case. But then it's like, why the ban on synthetics? Like, why did this one rogue group of synthetics now mean you had to ban all synthetics? No reason, no goddamn clue. Because again, like with the whole Blade Runner type mentality, it's like just because a few replicants went, AWOL, you don't ban all replicants. I mean, because like here's my thing. What purpose do synthetics have in this in the era that this show was made, that this show takes place in, right? Like, we're not the owner or the manufacturer of these synthetics, kind of like iRobot. Again, there's all the okay. They were more robots than synthetics, but you know what I mean. But like, wouldn't the manufacturers of these synthetics want to have a say in it? Like, you literally just like the industry. Like, what do synthetics do in this in this time frame? Who cares? Who cares? It doesn't matter. You want backstory? You came to the wrong show. And then they go, Starfleet called off the rescue. What rescue? You just told me Rogue Synthetics destroyed the rescue armada. 90-something dead. There was no ships left to rescue. Remember? You just 10 seconds ago, you just told me the Rogue Synthetics destroyed all the rescue armada ships. So they didn't call. Of course they called it. They called it. And then Picard goes, he's mad at Starfleet because they abandoned the people they had sworn to save. You don't have a rescue armada. It was blown up. Why is Picard mad at Starfleet for not doing the rescue mission because the synthetics blew up their... So, we have Daj and her boyfriend in Daj's apartment. And the Romulan assassins show up. I love this. One of the Romulans shows up already knowing where the boyfriend was, because you had two of them already facing where Daj was, and you had the third one tilted, looking in the direction of already knowing where everybody was in the room. How does that work? I don't know. This show doesn't care. And then he throws a knife at him. You have blaster. Why would you? Not only that. Okay. I don't know what weapons they're using, but out of curiosity, is one of the options on these phasers, I don't know if that's what they would be called, is one of the options stunned? You want to capture, they end up going up, grabbing her, putting her down, while she's fully conscious. They're trying to hack into her, put those glasses or whatever and try and hack or whatever, which doesn't work. Why wouldn't they do that after they knock her out? Oh, wait, let's knock her out by putting a bag over her head? Is she supposed to be something? I think it's eagles or hawks, where they'll put the little, the what are they called? Falconeers or something? Something like that. Where they have the falcon, and it's like the trained falcons, but they'll put a hood over its head, so that way it'll always think it's nighttime. Was that the point of putting the hood on top of Daj? So that way she'll think it was nighttime and go, oh, I'm going to go to sleep now. It's just... How was putting a bag over her head going to knock her out as opposed to using the stun option on your weapon? But I'm going, this is so absolutely stupid. Okay, then it's like they put the hood over her head, but instead of triggering her to pretend it's nighttime and pretend to go and fall asleep, fall asleep, she's activated. Somehow, putting a bag over her head activates her safety protocol. Who the hell programmed putting a bag over her head as a safety protocol? Being shot at, that wasn't a safety protocol to activate her defense combat mode. Being shot at, no. being grabbed and smashed into the table. That didn't activate her safety protocol to go into combat defense mode. Them trying to hack or whatever they were trying to do, that didn't activate her safety protocols to go into combat mode. But somebody went, yeah, in case they decide to put a bag over her head, that's what we're gonna make her safety protocol to go into combat mode. Just. So I'm watching her fight and everything. I'm going, why does she still have the bag over her head? Like, why is she fighting blind? She could take the 2 seconds to take it off. And then I realized, oh wait, the whole reason they have the bag over her head and kept the bag over Daj's head was because guaranteed that they wanted to cover up the head of the stunt woman performing the action scenes, and it was just and then no more assassins ever they never send any more they keep you they Picard uses the word assassins because we think they're trying to kill her, but no more like they send no more Romulans. Why not? Like, why couldn't another 3 Romulans show up 10 seconds later? No, apparently it was at one time, not allowed anymore. You gotta wait 2 days. They had to wait 2 days to be able to send another team. Why couldn't they send another team while she was running through the streets? Why couldn't they send? Okay, not only that, what? After this happens, right? She gets an image of Picard and goes, that's where I gotta go. But you have 3 Romulan, they were probably beamed back up, but your dead boyfriend. It's like, hospital, doctors, the police, authorities, Starfleet, anybody. Nah, screw it. I'm just gonna go to Picard because an image of Picard flashed in my mind. This. So Daj eventually meets Picard. The lightning that got me out of there alive. Lightning. What you meant, Daj, is the bad, stupid, lame-ass, pathetic, don't know what the hell they're doing story writing that got me out of there alive led me here. Out of curiosity, then why did you need to hack after you talked to your mother? Oh my God, she talks to her mother. She literally calls out her mother going, I never mentioned Picard. Oh, yes you did, honey. Oh, okay, Mom. And then goes to see Picard. She literally stops, calls out the fact that she never told her mother that, because obviously it's not her mother, right? She obviously calls out the fact that I never told you it was Picard, so there's no way you could actually be my mother. No suspicion. Suspicion for like 5 seconds, doesn't go, well, wait a minute, now there's a... No, go see Picard. Okay, Mom. So, when your mom tells you, you end up hacking the security system, or whatever. Okay, first of all, what was that holographic screen? Where did that come from? How did she generate it? Where did it come from? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a shit? This show doesn't care. Like seriously, it's not like she pulled out some kind of device and the screen came out. No, the screen just appeared in the thing. Yeah. She doesn't know she's a synthetic. So, when this thing magically appeared, like if she actually was able to create it because she's a synthetic, What? The protocol your mother tell you to go see Picard is what allows her to now activate the security? Like, this show is such absolute bullshit. My point was, trying to get back to the original point. Why didn't you use the lightning to track down Picard the second time in front of the archives? The lightning led you to Picard's house. You didn't have to hack, or you didn't even have to go, where does Admiral Jean-Luc Picard live? Didn't even have to do that. The lightning led you to Picard. Why couldn't that same lightning lead you to Picard in front of the archives? Oops, forgot about the bullshit of the lightning, didn't you? Then she's talking to Picard, right, in front of the archives. And for no explicable reason whatsoever, they're here, we have to go, or something like that, right? They found us. Okay, now, from when she says they found us, we have to go, this is what happened. They run to the archives, go up, I don't know how many flights of stairs, 5 or 6 flights of stairs. Considering you have an 80-year-old man, so they have run to the archive building, go into the building, go up 5 flights of, now remember, she had already said they're coming. So they're going up the 5 flights of stairs. What was that? 10, 15 minutes at best? So they're coming. 15 minutes later, they eventually show up. When she said it, they were on the ground. They were in the walkway area. So wouldn't they have landed where they last thought she was? No, they're coming. 15 minutes later, they go up to the roof, and that's where they. So she somehow was able to figure out 15 to 20 minutes ahead of time that they were going to beam down. And why did they go to the roof? Why was your plan to go to the Picard? Okay, humanitarian, strategist. Wouldn't Picard have gone, why are we going to the roof? No, not, they have him going, oh, I'm an old man, I can't come up the stairs. Hey, Picard fans, where's the strategist that he's supposed to be and is too stupid to realize, hey, going up to the roof is a stupid idea. Why don't we go to, because they're in the area where there's Starfleet. No security, no authorized, no security, no Starfleet personnel, nothing. You couldn't have gone to a building that had the academy or any. No. The area was empty, and they go up this. This is such bullshit. You have to be stupid to not only buy this shit, but to think this up as storytelling. Then they get to the roof, and the Romulans beam down 1 or 2 at a time, so that way she can take them out. Because why beam 5 of them at once and try to overpower? Oh wait, that would... Romulans, one of the most strategically... These guys live for strategic planning and manipulating and thinking 5 moves ahead. Romulans are gonna come down 1 at a fucking time? Maybe you could have gotten away with Klingons. But Romulans, who are whose core aspect is strategic planning. Nah, they're gonna come down 1 at a time. Who whoever's writing this show, go home. You're done. You're done. You have no clue what you're doing at all. But then there was this one scene where this scene blew me away. Well, there was also the part where she's running and she does like a Wonder Woman jump, right? Where she, where did that come from? How did you know you could? Whatever. But what happens is she has one of the guys and she throws him over the railing, and as he's falling, he beams away. Wait a minute. How does that work? Well, seriously, what just happened? How was he able to beam out in the middle of a fall? Did he do it? Did the other people? Then, this was glorious. This was goddamn glorious. He beams back, gets his ass kicked. He's on the ground bleeding. You just established a couple of seconds prior that he was able to beam out from being able to fall and hit the ground. He's on the ground and he's wounded and injured. Okay. Beam back out. No. He's gonna bite a cyanide pill. You just showed that you can have these Romulans beam back out or phase back out, whatever. I'm sorry, I apologize. I don't know the actual terminology. I only know beam me up. What do you want from my life? They already show that he can beam at any time. He's now on the ground wounded. Why wouldn't he beam? He takes a cyanide pill and spits at her, and it's corrosive and blows up the weapon. Then we have Picard, and he's at home, and he goes, I owe it to her to find out who killed her and why. You just met her. How did you know? The painting. Okay, let me see if I get this straight. Data, however you want to pronounce it. Data did that painting that looked like Dodge, right? Data had zero input in Dodge's creation. Data's dead, okay? There's no way Data would have known what Dodge would have looked like. How was Data able to paint, 30 years? How was Data able to paint a portrait of Dodge 30 years before he dies and Dodge was created, when he has zero impact or say in what Dodge was supposed to look like? You dumbass show! This show was just full of... So then he goes to Okinawa to meet Dr. Agnes, I think, whatever. Why couldn't... You could have just called her, none of the information that you ask her could not have been done over the phone. But no, apparently he had to travel all the way to Okinawa because apparently he had nothing else to do that day. Apparently running a vineyard is not exactly that difficult. And then he goes, a sentient android out of flesh and blood. Is it possible to make an android out of flesh and blood? Okay, that's not how it works, show. You maybe a cyborg, but if it's flesh and blood, it's no longer an android. It's a living human being. You see, human beings are made of flesh and blood. An android is not. What was the other one? Okay, so then she goes, a new synthetic would have to be made from data. If you had Data's neural net, perfecting a flesh-blood host would be easy. How? Data has nothing. They're two completely different forms. What does Data have to do with being able to know how to make a flesh and blood android? And what was it, a positron? Data's code and memories could be reconstituted from a single positronic neuron. These are the same idiots that don't even know how a supernova works, and you're coming up with the positronic neuron? That's not how it works. Where did you get the positronic neuron from Data? His ship I'm done. What am I supposed to say about this show? This show is dog shit. This is absolute dog shit. Oh my god. You guys better goddamn appreciate the fact that I actually watched this piece of shit show. Oh my god, this. Anyway, I'm done. God knows if I'm going to do episode 2 because this was just... Okay, I'm done. I'm out of here. See ya.